We know this is a difficult time. So many aspects of our lives, in fact, have been put into crisis mode. So how do we keep working on our long-term goals? Well, today we are talking with our expert in making life plans, David Carrier, joining us from his garage. David, let's start out.
How are you doing, Terry?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Are you polishing up the beautiful cars?
Polishing? Hey, not when the sparkles need to be cleaned and gapped. Not when the oil needs to be changed. Now we got to get the serious stuff done first.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
then we can with my ShamWow genuine right there. We can But today's a wrenching day.
Okay.
Today's the day we get it stuff.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Making a life essentials plan. Exactly what is that?
Well, the thing is that right now there are an awful lot of folks going to the hospital and what have you with no documents at all. And my thought is at the very end, and you go in there with nobody, right? I mean, family members can't go in with you. You're kind of stuck. What we're doing are just a few documents. It's not a complete estate plan, don't get me wrong, but it's the essentials. It's the privacy release form, so the medical people know who to talk to, right? So that they have the authority to talk to the ones that you want them to talk to.
So if someone goes into the hospital without signing that, a HIPAA form, and they end up on a ventilator or something like that, what are the options? What happens to someone?
Well, we're in uncharted territory because in the normal course of business, you go to probate court, you get a guardianship, that kind of thing. Well, the court's closed, pretty much. So now what are we gonna do? The other thing is who can they talk to? If you call in and you say, how's my dad doing? How's my mom doing? How's my wife doing? They can't talk to you. But with the HIPAA, that's why we're doing the HIPAA, so that there is an information release there. And we ask for the phone number, we ask for the email address, because these are different times. And usually we don't put those in the document. We're doing it now simply because communication has become so important. And there are so many people, they don't have time to track you down. You need to put that information in there right away. We're also doing a advanced directive or care directive where you tell the medical people what you want. So they're not guessing about what you want. It's not a healthcare power of attorney, but it is your statement of what it is you want. Those are the first two documents. Then we're also doing, and I don't want to be morbid about it or what have you, but we are doing designation of funeral representative. So if, God forbid, the worst happens, at least we know who's supposed to be in charge. So those are the things that we're doing on an emergency basis. It's a fill-in-the-blank exercise because you're not giving control over your life to anybody else. You're just saying what you want.
And so how do you get these forms, how do you get them signed? Is there some kind of a mechanism or a process you can do that electronically?
Yeah, well, on last Thursday, around midnight, I guess, the governor finally signed an executive order saying that we can do remote signings. Until then, we had worked out with a buddy of mine from Florida who went to Virginia because Virginia allows it. And so we're working, that. But fortunately, we finally did get the executive order, so now we're doing those directly. We did our first one yesterday, an entire estate plan electronically with there's video requirements, all kinds of requirements. But it does work and it is legal, so we really haven't slowed down too much.
Yeah, we talk about the payroll protection plan. Is that something that you can help people with?
That's a huge big deal. And what I keep finding are people who they don't understand that they're eligible for it. A lot of small business people, we can't qualify. You know who's hurting a lot? You don't think of it, but they really are the doctors who are not frontline. So radiologists, dermatologists, ophthalmologists, all these folks, who make our quality of life so much better. Social distancing and all the rest of it. They're not treating the breast cancers. They're not treating the prostate. They're not treating the skin cancers and stuff like that. And what are they supposed to do? Well, this program's for them also. And you know who else is forgetting about this? It's also available for our churches. I mean, nonprofits.
Right.
So if your church is hurting fiscally, you need to give us a call, because the Paycheck Protection Program is for you too.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the LifePlan Workshops. We know that those are really wonderful opportunities for people to come and engage with your staff. You're actually doing those online as well right now.
That's right. That's right. We've got one that's all the over. That's available. Doing live so that we can get some. But right. Best we can with what we've got.
Yeah, that's right. I know. Well, thank you, Dave.
People
and I know that
calling.
Right. We are definitely all in this together, all having to make different kinds of work opportunities so that we can continue to connect and engage. Us, of course, with our viewers, and you with people who need the kinds of services that you offer all year long. So if people are interested in connecting with you during the pandemic, while everything is shut down, they should check out either your website, davidcarrierlaw.com, or give you a call.